women didn't have a lifelong life expectancy.
No one did.
Well, I know about men would live longer based on the fact they didn't have to spit out kids out their hoo-ha. Hi, welcome back to Panda Reacts. I'm Sandra. This is Ken.
Hi.
And Ham is with us.
Special guest
It's
star.
been a while.
Ham. He's
We
really
haven't
missed a lot of
filmed
episodes.
over here in a while, so yeah. And we're starting season 3 of The Last Kingdom. And I'm excited because season 2 ended very sadly. Too many people died. We lost Klappa. We lost Eric.
Eric the Dead.
Who else did we lose? Was it just those two? And now I've just been so sad about it.
Overwrought by the
I
death of
just
those
was so mad
people.
because Eric and Ethelfled were having such a good time, and then now.
Yeah, well,
there's
of
no
course,
more.
you know, Siegfried died, but you weren't particularly unhappy about that.
No, Siegfried was a jerk.
I thought that was pretty sad because it's yet another, like, you know,
Well, he
awesome character that's gone from the show. So, I mean, this means I like to think about it from a show perspective. It's like, okay, having a good villain and things like that really drives the conflict of the show forward. And I'm wondering, where do you go next from here?
Well, we still have Uhtred's uncle. Okay.
Yeah, he's Bush League.
Oh, come on. He's waiting. He wants Uhtred dead. And we haven't heard from him in a while.
Yeah.
Weasel King is still around somewhere, but he's not a big threat.
Hate that guy.
But, yeah, no, well, we had so many enemies at one time. We had Scorpa, Abba, all sorts of people showing up. Guthrum, Ethelstan.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all weird. And now we have the whole thing where Ethelfled says she might be pregnant.
Yeah.
It's possible it could be Ethelred's child. It could be Eric's child.
It's Eric the Dead's child. You know it. It's got to be.
It's got to be.
Like, I mean, she got pretty good and stabby with Siegfried. That was pretty good. But bit of a segue there.
Yes.
But yeah, so you know, it's there's really no doubt as to whose kid it is. It's a child of love, not a child of hate.
Well, I've been watching a lot of behind the scenes Last Kingdom, and while I was watching that, I realized that Bjorka, played by Ian Hart, is Professor Squirrel from Harry Potter #1. I saw that in the behind the scenes with Bjorka, and it was talking about Ian Hart. You might recognize him from Harry Potter. And I was like, what? I totally would not have recognized him from Harry Potter.
Not at all.
And now that I've seen that, I'm like, yeah, I see it. And also, the lady who's played Eliza Butterworth plays Aelswith. And boy, is she a hoot. She's hilarious and young. They make her look much older on the show with her sternness. She's actually quite pretty, and she's very hilarious. Like, she's playing pranks and hangs out with the Ethelwald guy all the time on set. So I liked watching the behind the scenes stuff, but I was really surprised by that. So,
Who's
but then
Professor
again,
Quirrell?
Professor Quirrell,
Which one was he?
the one with the turban who had Voldemort on the back of his head.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
The one that stuttered. He was only in episode 1.
Yeah.
Or grew up movie 1.
Not a big Harry Potter fan, so.
Anyway, I know there's some things that happened that people wrote about online, so let's check that out. I don't even know how to say this. Is it Hadad 88? Or is it Hedad 88? Or what really is it? I don't know. I'm not going to say it right, so I'm just going to say it that way. So, yeah, I really liked Peerig's, or Peerlig's, many of the things he said in last episode, because he just has no filter. And then, what binds a man to the land was the theme for the entire show. It came up at the beginning. It was reiterated at the end. I'm sad to hear about this fact that season 1 and 2 might be the best, and that season 3 and 4 aren't maybe not so good
Oh,
as
well.
season 1 and 2.
We've heard that complaint before with other shows, so
Yeah.
sometimes it's proved to be true. Westworld. And sometimes it's proved to be not entirely true. So we'll see what happens.
Well, and the books, we're not reading the books, so we
Yeah.
might not know when it goes off. Okay, Granddaddy
Otaku.
Otaku. Yeah, I love the relationship between Alfred and Uhtred.
Mm-hmm.
I do wish that Alfred listened to Uhtred, but I get why he doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they have to continue that kind of back and forth, because without it, I guess it wouldn't be as fun to watch. But
No.
at the same time, I love the guy who plays Alfred.
Mm-hmm.
He's fabulous.
Yeah, I don't really want this to get fixed because honestly, this dynamic between
It's
these
hilarious.
two is it's one of the best dynamics between the actors in the show for sure. And it's just, you need that kind of conflict, you need that kind of worry, you need that kind of uncertainty that comes with, two major characters with major influence over the plot line being at odds with one another, or are they going to be at odds with one another? Are they going to be together on something? What's going to force them together? What's going to drive them apart? That kind of stuff makes you care. You care about these characters and what happens to them.
Yeah, you do, and it's fun with them. So,
He-Dad is back
He-Dad
again.
88 is pointing out another reviewer talks about Ethelwald is appearing as his own entirely different show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched the clip that you added in. I might follow that person, but I'm not entirely sure. But, it's the Guardian reviewer. That's different. That's a newspaper, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that's different.
British newspaper.
Oh, is it British newspaper?
Yeah.
Anyway, I would completely watch an Ethelwald show.
Yeah, he seems to be running his own show as He-Dad notes. He does seem to be sort of running on his own timeline, doing his own thing, and just popping up occasionally with smart-ass comments at the appropriate moment. Wherever he gets stuck into different plot lines, and then he's always there just kind of, smart-assing his way out of things, or having some kind of, really insightful comment at a moment that it's really needed, like it was with Ethelstan.
His boob speech was my all-time favorite.
Oh, that was the high point
of all
for sure.
time.
Yes.
That is hilarious. I'd like to ask the actor how he felt doing that speech.
I certainly liked his comeuppance
he
on
was sitting in his
Ethelred
chair.
and his punk-ass right-hand man there, sitting in the chair there. Yeah, that was,
You do not know what you're doing.
Yeah, he just kind of...
If they
he
had
snapped
killed
them back
Uhtred,
pretty hard.
I mean, Uhtred saved Ethelred's life last time. And it's funny to watch Toby Regbo talk about his character because he knows his character is a total douche.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, he plays him, he's a totally nice guy, but he's like,
sure.
Look at my battle gear. It doesn't really look like he would go to battle in this kind of outfit.
This looks like kind of smoking jacket.
Exactly. Nephidita. It was a great finale, and after this I had to binge watch season 3. Well, good, now you'll be ready to see our reactions as we launch into them.
Now we have you.
And Hugo Harvey, I put a Clone Wars up yesterday or the day before, so head on over and check it out. Is it America Jean 91?
Mm-hmm.
In my last review I said I thought behind Siegfried was the little monk dude, Osferth.
Yeah.
And in the book, that's who actually kills Siegfried.
No, that's cool because I just thought for sure it was going to be her. It had to be her.
I didn't think it would be her.
I just knew that was going to have to happen because she needed to be the one that took revenge on Siegfried for killing Eric the Dead. That's not cool. So it had to be revenge. It had to be her who, fought back against her imprisonment and against her mistreatment at the hands of Siegfried. So that was a righteous kill for sure.
Except for the fact that Osferth got ripped so many times for being a weenie and like were not doing anything, and he wasn't allowed to count that kill he was stabbing.
Yeah, I guess
And
that.
I thought, well,
That
you
could have
know,
been funny,
this
too.
would be his moment. This is why I thought it was him.
Yeah, they just didn't develop that character enough to be able to put him into that spot.
Yeah, I
That
guess.
just wasn't really developed enough in the show. So maybe we'll see more from him in future episodes. But yeah,
Yeah, ADJ said Ethelfled might be pregnant by her husband, and Ethelwold is one to watch. Anyway, Ethelfled might be... Her whole pregnancy has thrown a loop into things for me, so... Are we going to jump ahead 10 years? Let's find out.
let's find out.
Who will be grown up now?
Yeah, who's going to be the strangely blonde-haired son of a douche?
Son of a douche. All right, let's get busy.
Uh-oh, now we know what Heston's going to do.
He allied himself to Alfred, can never be trusted. Now that Alfred's health is failing, these are dark and dangerous times for all the peoples of this land.
Hastings allied himself with Alfred? Did they
How
just
did
say
that
that?
happen? What are you saying, Uhtred? When did this happen? Well, Haston didn't go fight them. He
No,
stayed
I
behind.
get that. Yeah, he was definitely a gutsman character.
Who's this? Another, like, witch lady. Like,
Somebody with a big axe. Big double-bitted axe going crazy.
dang! Oh, no! Oh, no, no, no! Who are you? Dang! Ah! Oh! God! What did he even do?
Dared to
She
speak?
is pretty vicious.
Seated, my love, drink me and make my vision real.
Ew!
Strength you'll need.
Wow.
Gods will demand that we earn our reward. But I make you this promise.
Why did he do that?
Sacrifice.
No! He hurt that horse.
Wessex and everything it holds.
I hate
shall
you.
belong to the warriors of
I hate you. You killed a horse for no reason. And a beautiful white one. at
Okay,
that.
so they got another,
This is a baddie,
another
apparently.
vicious baddie.
I don't like him. He and his crazy witch lady. Oh, what's this new haircut we have going on?
She's once again with child.
Who's this dude?
I don't know who.
Your child shall be a boy.
Some kind of seer.
For the goblin as a gift.
Mm-hmm.
God given. If you'll excuse me, daughter. Of course.
Maybe I didn't want to know if my kid was going to be a boy.
You're late for your lessons.
I want to be surprised. Thanks for blowing that. Gender reveal party. I didn't sign up for it.
That is why the time you spend with the Etheling Edward is so important. Alfred's work must continue, and you can ensure that it does.
Why do I have to carry this whole darn kingdom?
We're at the borough.
Why were you going?
It's my wife. Then on to see Bloodthirsty for myself.
Yeah.
To seek the king's permission.
Yep,
No, I liked it
that's-
for once.
that's rich.
For once.
He's always taking off and he never asked my permission.
No. That wouldn't be Uhtred now, would it?
Nope.
I believe in them. There is no silver. So, what else can you give me?
Nothing, you crazy psycho.
She's gonna cut his balls belts off.
I know.
Or she already has. That's what's in the plate.
I don't know what she's doing. She's crazy. Yeah, you jerk.
How is your daughter?
Our daughter is well, though I pray she does not inherit her father's temperament.
Yes.
Nor the morals of her mother.
Shut up, Ethelred. Call her a whore.
Diminished me.
No, you've diminished
There's
yourself.
not much to diminish here. You're pretty much already the lowest ebb that can possibly exist.
To the aid of Wessex!
I wish to look at her.
No. You don't want to do that. You do not want to do that. She's crazy.
I can take the place of your woman, portrait witness. Together we could rule from north to south. Hear it.
Shut up. Shut your pie hole, lady.
You men there?
Ew, she's gross. Wash your hands. Touching Uhtred with your dirty hands.
Kill one more hostage, and I shall let every man here see her nakedness, and then I shall spill her guts. Just one more.
Do it, Lord. I'll see you in the next life. Kill them all!
You will not harm her again.
Yeah, I'll keep kicking her. Kick her again.
The price has risen. You will not only spare the hostages, you will free them all and send them across to the borough.
The Saxon army is fleeing the fortress.
Who did you see?
Saw them all. Saw the Lady's Gate. I saw Uhtred Ragnarsson. The whole army.
Every man and every sword with me. It's time!
Horses!
They want you to follow them. Because they're hoping to meet up with the other army. But it's Ethelfled and her peeps.
And then we kill the bastards!
Okay, so they're following them.
Yep. And they're going to hope to pincer them between
Look,
Yeah,
here's some
Ethelred's
silver.
army.
Would you like it?
Be prepared for a trap.
Where's your dumb husband? Oh no. I have this bad feeling she's gonna die in childbirth. I just feel it. This, and he'll think it's a curse, but I think it's the
Yeah,
fact that
we've been down this road before with him, haven't we?
Gisela has had 2 children. It's not exactly unheard of. Women didn't have a lifelong life expectancy.
They have the hill.
No one did.
Well, I know about men would live longer based on the fact they didn't have to spit out kids out their hoo-ha.
They will come on to us.
They decided to stand in behind a shield wall and get smashed by Vikings.
Only some. The other side.
It's Alfred and the men of Wessex.
Pincer! Smash him!
Stay out there.
Have fun.
Yep.
You're in the middle now. Ghost Yepa. Finnan's always like got this glee on his face, like
He does.
yeah, we're totally screwing you over and we feel we love it. Yepa's no one to no. Yeah, you're trapped. He's running. He's running. Watch him run.
Blood, how you do not yield.
Yeah, he did. He ran away. Do you see him running away? You crazy lady.
Oh no.
Oh,
Bad news.
he sees her.
Triumph turns to tragedy.
Yeah.
I must go to her.
No, I must go to her.
But she is gone. She's in the ground.
Already?
Days ago.
Dang, dude.
She's gone.
Oh.
Now he believes the curse, and
Yeah,
all that stuff.
unfortunately, this was already going to happen. Had nothing to do with her curse.
Hannah's not happy.
All right. What the hell? Gisela's dead. I kind of thought she would be from the very beginning. When she was pregnant again, I just had this feeling they weren't going to let her live through this episode. Regardless of that stupid girl and her curse.
Mm-hmm.
Skade is annoying. They should have chopped her little head off at the very beginning. Because now that guy's, the Vikings is going to keep coming.
Mm-hmm.
Like, seriously. So Skade is new. She's kind of like Isolde, but crazy.
And
And psychotic.
Yep.
And loves to chop people apart and hold their bloody guts in her hands.
Yep.
And make prophecies by smearing blood on herself and making Bloodhair drink it, and then killing a horse, which he did to my disgust, and then putting that poor horse's blood in his hair.
Yep.
That was a perfectly good horse that did not deserve to be killed. No one deserved to be that crazy. And she cursed Uhtred.
Ham agrees. He doesn't want to see animals get hurt.
Now, Uhtred believes in the curse, but he also knows that if he kills her, she will die. But Gisela just died. I don't know if he's so thrilled to keep this chick around, because she's gonna whore herself to Uhtred. Then she screamed at the top of her lungs for Bloodhair to come find her, and then he did.
And he did, and then he chickened out and ran away when he realized he was crushed between two armies.
Well, yeah. He had a bunch of hostages. Then Uhtred came out with her and said, "You kill one more, and I'll completely, strip this chick naked."
I got her right here.
And got her right in front of you. Because I've been waiting to do it, and I'm totally cool with it. And then if I see you do anything, tonight we're all gonna, have a piece of her. So
I don't think he was really going to do that, but nonetheless.
it doesn't matter if he was
Doesn't
really
matter.
going to do it.
Yep.
The
Bloodhair
fact
believed
was, Bloodhair stopped torturing the people. And then they devised a plan where they sent Finan to Mercia to tell Ethelred, the jerk, to send his warriors and meet them at this place.
Yep.
And because they knew that if they had the chick, that the Viking would come, guy would come.
And then they totally Obi-Wan'd it from the high ground there.
Then Ethelred was all like, "I'm not going. I have to protect the northern boundary of my land." And Ethelfled was like, "You should go, you jerk."
And then she rallied the troops and fired them up and got them all excited and
she was the queen.
She totally Joan of Arc that moment there.
He's a jerk.
And he's just sitting there on his throne, on his ass, and not doing anything.
And then he's all like, "How's your daughter?" Because he knows that, he figures that she is Eric's child, and called
Eric's
her a whore. And the thing was, it could be Ethelred's, but who'd want it to be? I mean, really, the girl would be better off if she was Eric's. But she was like, "It's your daughter, you jerk."
Yeah, that's pretty clear anyway that she's reasserted her control.
Oh yeah.
In this and basically put this little jerk in his place.
Yep, he has no control over her. She has her own place apparently.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't live with him. Or enjoy his anything, because she's living in her own place.
Yep.
And now Gisela's gone. So Uhtred once again has no lady, except he was with her for a long time because his son is older.
Yeah.
His daughter's pretty much older, and he just had a little baby.
2 kids and now a new baby. And
it's a new little boy.
Yeah, so he must have got a few years of happiness there and the
he's
barrenness
devastated.
that is this world.
He wanted to see her, but she'd already been buried because it was several days before he got home, and Hild was waiting to tell him, and she knew that this would not be good. And everybody was kind of silent as Uhtred dealt with the fact that Gisela was dead, and that's pretty horrible. But then the other thing is that Ethelwald was laughing at Edward, who we finally got to see. He's grown up now. He's swinging swords.
Kind of.
Because Alfred's not looking good.
Yep.
And Crazy Lady told him he wouldn't see another summer. And she saw his death even though her man fled the scene. She was like, don't leave. And he totally did. He totally took off.
He totally, he yielded.
Boom! He was out of there. Like the chicken weed that he is. And yeah, he was surrounded by 2 armies because Alfred flanked him on the other side once the Mercia people showed up. So he was really attacked by 3 different armies at one time. And that was awesome. The sadness still remains. Now Uhtred has no lady. Ethelfled's she's a badass lady, she is. She led her troops. I think she would have fought had she had to.
Yep.
I don't think she's that wussy. Ethelred was sitting in his robes on his chair with his little falcon beside him, not doing anything. And he just waiting for Alfred to die because he feels he can take Edward. So, I was talking about Ethelwald. So Ethelwald was totally making fun of Edward. So apparently, he's been doing a chick who had his twins.
Who happens to be
Somebody.
the girlfriend of, that
The
little
dude.
dude in the fortress.
Yeah, there's a guy in the fortress who doesn't really like.
He loves
He wants
her.
to kill Edward because he's been messing with his lady, and she had twins by him apparently. So I'm not a fan of this Skade chick. I'm not cool with this witch lady showing up.
We don't like witch ladies.
I don't like her. I liked Isolde because she was like for good. She was helping people for good. This chick is filled with devil energy, and she just tortured priests for fun. Because she's evil, basically. I don't like her. Don't like blood hair. Don't know where he came from. Where'd he come from? Haven't we met all the Danes that could possibly occupy England?
How many psychotic Danes are we gonna meet in this show? I mean,
well, I'm not happy that Alfred looks like he's not long for this world. It could be Edward that's going to succeed him, and Uhtred's going to have to really be Edward's right-hand man.
Sword and shield arm.
Because
he's going to need all the protecting in the world.
And he's not ready for this yet.
Nope.
And Ethelwald's laughing his sweet face off.
Yep. He's like, ha ha ha.
It's like, nice job, Edward. It's like, Ethelwald, you were way more ancient than Edward because he was around before Edward was born.
Yeah.
So Ethelwald's old, and he shouldn't be laughing. He didn't even get to be king. Like, hello, at least Edward has the chance.
Yeah, and
Ethelwald
got to shtup plenty of women too, so he's.
Well, he did make that speech about boobs.
Boobs, and how many boobs he touched.
Seen.
Twice as many women. Twice as many boobs as women.
As women.
There's some
Epic.
Good math there.
So we've set this season up to be no Gisela. Damn it. I hope Uhtred loves his baby and doesn't take off on his baby because it's not the baby's fault.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes that happens when you've got a baby that people blame for killing the mom. That's been the essence of several shows where the baby killed, like Tyrion in Game of Thrones. The mom died after having Tyrion, so that's why everyone hated him so much. Also, he was a dwarf, so they didn't like that either.
Yeah, we couldn't forget the Tyrion that showed up in this show.
Was there a Tyrion in this show?
Yeah, they're that little priest prophet guy that showed up in the wheelchair there.
Yeah, what was with that?
So it came out of nowhere there. This
random wheelchair seer.
This wheelchair.
Is it Bran?
Is there a shop down
Is it the Three-Eyed Raven?
Do you shop somewhere for these seers that just pop up from time
He
to
just
time?
he's like, she will have a boy. And I'm like, that was a gender reveal that no one asked for.
Exactly.
You just said that.
And hey, come on. It's 50-50, so, no one's really gonna...
Well, seriously, he's like, oh, he has a gift. I'm like, well, thanks. I didn't ask you what my baby was gonna be. What if I wanted it to be a surprise, and you totally threw a gender reveal party without my consent? You opened the envelope and shared it.
Yep.
Ah.
You just totally rajed that whole thing right
Yeah,
out.
there's a few seers. Is wheelchair seer going to do battle with this other seer? Like mentally, can they fry each other's
sort of
brain?
like- Maybe he's like Yoda and he can like, fly around outside the chair when he wants to and
I don't think so.
wield his lightsaber.
But I think like Bran, he can steer you down. Death defying
Soul crushing stare.
Soul crushing stare. Yeah, I hope that's kind of what he does. Anyway, if you like our videos, please subscribe. And if you'd like to see our other reactions to The Last Kingdom, check out our playlists. And don't forget to come back for Friday.
Yeah.
Mandalorian Day. But we'll still keep watching Last Kingdoms on the other days. So, bye. See you next time.